Before I start the intro, should start here in just a second. Come on. All right, come on, Restream. You're lagging on me. It says it's sending the data. Oh, okay, it says online. Let me jump over here. Hit the refresh button. There we are. All right, good stuff. Just a second. What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to another edition of Elite Level Game. I, of course, am your co-host, Donovan Sharpe. The other half of this very successful grassroots podcast is Coach Everett Overton. What's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's up, man? Good to be back with you. Happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
And yeah, shout out to you, 44.
Yeah, man.
Shit, you're in your prime right now. That's for sure.
Dude, it's awesome.
And shout out to everybody in the chat room. We're happy to be back.
Absolutely.
And remember, the call line is open, so call in with your questions.
Yes, sir. Call in. Hey, listen, man, we got the call screeners on deck. We are taking phone calls about leading the relationship. Now, the reason we're talking about this tonight is because EO, you've actually started a series, okay, called LTR, Leading the Relationship. Explain to the audience what that's about.
Yeah, I wanted to put a spin on the whole LTR, which is known for long-term relationship. So I thought I'd put like my spin on it, which is leading the relationship, because I find that guys come to the manosphere wanting advice on how to pull chicks.
Right.
But there's a section of men that don't know how to run a relationship. So you can get a chick for a couple of weeks, maybe smash once or whatever, and then after a few weeks, it fizzles out because you really are not running it with a strategy. So my goal was to basically pull out that section of men that maybe is like, all right, I'm 35, 40. I'm actually looking to have somebody now. So, I have other shows for the younger men. Right. So I thought I'd grab that 35 and older crowd and see if I can help them learn how to select a woman. Okay. And then also maintain that relationship by leading it all the way through.
Okay, very good. Now, in your opinion, as I struggle with my equipment here, there we go. We're good to go. And by the way, we're live on Instagram now. They can only see me, but they can certainly hear you. Why did you feel the need to do something like this? Because this isn't something that anyone felt the need to talk about 50 or 60 years ago. Why is a man who leads the relationship, why does that appear to be a novelty?
Well, shout out to Coach Reg Adams. He does phenomenal work. Even you guys discuss the divorce rate and that the majority of women initiate divorce.
Oh, yeah.
I attribute that not entirely, but a great percentage of that is because the man just didn't select right to begin with.
Right.
And then he didn't run it right. So a lot of that is just, hey, you didn't know how to lead the relationship. You really didn't choose correctly either from the beginning. And ultimately, that's why it failed. So that was my goal, was to say, hey, look, I run my relationships extremely well. So I might as well teach men how to do it. And so it's not necessarily a dictatorship, but there's shades of that kind of feeling. Okay. However, look, I'll tell women this: you need to be guided, you need to be checked, you need to be coached.
Yep.
Multiple times, and then another time, and then another time on top of that.
There you go.
Of course, we look forward to rewarding you. We want this to be an enjoyable experience where we can help put you on game even. I mean, my whole goal with men is to have masterful game as a man, and then every person you engage with, that you share some of that game with. And if it's your woman, you put her on game. And just like you said, which we heavily advocate, is that your woman should be helping you make money.
You better believe it.
Your woman should be bringing you thousands of dollars in with the business. She should be bringing you peace and good sex and great communication and femininity. And if she's not doing that, then you didn't select right, and you probably aren't a masculine man that's leading his relationship.
Bingo. By the way, I took Dev out to dinner this evening, and the reason I did this is because, and I can't get into too much detail because I don't, full disclosure, I had a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful birthday, and it had absolutely nothing to do with sex. Devin very clearly and decisively showed me what her true value is to my relationship, to this relationship and my business. And for that reason, she got taken out to dinner. Now, later on, I'm going to take her behind the woodshed and beat the brakes off of her. And you guys get to vote on her heels, by the way, coming up. I'll give you guys 5 choices this time. But yeah, that's what this comes from. And she was happy to do it. Like every time we reached another milestone, she was happy to announce it to me. So I agree with you totally. And again, just like EO said, we are not by any stretch of the imagination absolving women of responsibility for the demise of the modern relationship. We get that everybody has their share to blame. But if you want to look at this on a micro level, in your particular relationship, if your woman is out of pocket, that's on you. That's on you. Listen, we talk all the time about how bitches ain't shit and this and that. If you consume this kind of content, and nobody's expecting you to be perfect, but if you consume this kind of content, if you listen to shows like ours, if you watch podcasts like EO's, CGA, myself, Kevin Samuels, and so forth, then you should already know what not to. You should already know what not to commit to. And what a lot, and I'll tell you what, EO, what a lot of guys are doing is they get this knowledge, and they do what a lot of men like to do is they use this knowledge to get a girlfriend, right? And so they're very good at initiating attraction and keeping that attraction for a month or so. But then when she puts the clamps on him and she wants to get serious, all of a sudden, now he doesn't really have the same kind of frame because, of course, he didn't continue that training. Talk to me about the importance of not only mate selection, but the time it takes to thoroughly vet a woman.
Yeah, okay, so you said something that was really important there, and I feel like it's almost like a reverse now. So it's not so much that the woman wants the relationship today. I feel like it's the man that falls in love.
Right.
It's like the man that gets sex and he sees this beauty. Because look, let's face it, women are taking better care of themselves these days. Of course, you still have the sections of women that they're slobs, and there's different batches of men and women. But for the most part, due to social media and how heavily people are being looked at, people are trying to look their best these days. So when men, I feel like men are the ones falling for women. Yep, so and it's like women aren't the ones campaigning for the relationship. Nope. It's like the men are doing it. And so that's the first step is like, hey, be this guy that builds this champion lifestyle, where you're completely sufficient by yourself. You've built a foundation that you love your life. Just if there's a woman there or not, you're still a content man that's continuing to move forward in his life. Exactly. And in that way, a woman's going to see that. She's like, God, this guy takes great care of himself physically, mentally, emotionally. He might even have a spiritual side to him or a spiritual connection, which is often important. Absolutely. And then so if she sees that this guy is a well-oiled machine and his life is just going and going and going, she now sees, okay, I better add some value to this man. Right. I better not make his life hard. I better make it easy. The only thing I should make hard is his dick.
Straight up.
Okay.
Straight up.
Just his dick. Okay. So because this guy will get rid of me, and I can tell he's too fly. He's too motivated. He's too goal oriented, and he's gonna get rid of me. So that's where we want men to be, because the way it flows much better is when the woman is actively campaigning to be with the man. Right. If the man is texting all the time, wanting to see her all the time, she's definitely going to repel from you, and she's gonna lose attraction to you. I'm not telling you to be inauthentic. Pardon me. What I'm telling you to do is give her a great sample. I say this all the time that when you go to the mall and you go to the food court, and they're handing out samples. Right. They're like, here, try this orange chicken. Try.
It's always orange chicken.
Yeah, try Gloria jeans real quick. Try this coffee.
God, Jesus, don't get me started.
Yeah. So they're doing that because they want you to get a taste. Okay, they want you to get hooked on that flavor, and then you're going to come back to buy the real thing, and hopefully they get repeat business. So it's the same thing. You want to give her a nice sample. Okay, in the beginning, be authentic, be a man, be authentic, be masculine, be present. Don't do any feminine things. Stay off your phone. Take care of your business. All right, give her a nice dose so that she's like, damn, I need another hit of Donovan. I need another hit of EO. And then she comes back, and then she's actively campaigning to be with you. And as time goes on, and the more she invests, the more she's going to be tied to you.
I like how you said, I need another hit of Donovan, because really, masculinity is at such a premium. We can almost be like drug dealers, right? Listen, baby girl, first time's always free. But if you want any more of this, that's going to cost you, right? Like that's kind of how we need to look at this. Am I wrong?
Yeah. No, it's it is. It's the name of the game. It's like anything, businesses are even looking after prospects like, yo, this guy brings in revenue. This guy is motivated. He's on time. He's a team player. Like, these people they want around. Okay. That's the natural order of things, is for the woman to actively campaign for the man. He invites her into a secure environment. Yes. That's another thing. These dudes want women. They don't have their own place. They don't have their credit in line. They don't have any money. A lot of guys say, well, you don't need all that to get a woman. Well, I'll tell you this.
Shit.
Within a 2-week span, you don't really need it. You could convince her otherwise.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes,
you can fool anybody in 2 weeks. Okay. But if you're looking for, to maintain this woman and put her in the rotation and get her to perhaps actively campaign to move up in the ranks in your life, then you're going to need something substantial to show her that, hey, I'm stable. I got my shit together. I got a home. I don't need you. But if you want to come in and add value, and I'll add value back, then we can maybe have something here.
Your life is your resume. Okay. Mm-hmm. And women are astutely aware of what a man's value is. Listen, are there men out there who can sort of fake value? Sure. But sooner or later, the facade is going to come off. But I want to go back to something that you said. The woman should be always campaigning for the man. And I'll tell you this, and I want to get your thoughts on this, because I think this ties into directly what your LTR message is. Yeah. When women compete for, I'll put it to you this way, women are always on their best behavior when they are competing for men. Okay? Yes. They are on their worst behavior when men compete for them. Okay? What this means is that when there is competition anxiety, shout out to Red, when there's competition anxiety, women are at their best. There is competition. Okay? When there are more women than there are men, women compete for men. That causes them to be on their best behavior. Now, there is no greater example of this than on Temptation Island. It's a dating show breakdown that I do. So basically what the show revolves around, you take 4 couples. There are 4 heterosexual couples. They go to this island, and there are 12 single guys and 12 single girls. They split up the couples. They put the men who are in relationships with the girls and the guys who are in relationships, and the girls who are in relationships with the guys. So the guys in relationships go and live with 12 girls. The girls in relationships live with 12 guys. Basically, the program is just made to break couples up. But, of course, they talk about it like it's a journey. In any case, what you will notice in every one of these seasons is that the girls on the guys' island always well behaved. And the reason for that is because there are 12 girls competing for 4 guys. And those 4 guys are already spoken for. So now you've got this double... Now you have this double, what am I thinking about? What is it? The pre-qualification. The word escapes me. Pre-selection. You've got double pre-selection. You've got all these hot girls going after these guys, and these guys have girlfriends. You go to the girls' side, where it's 12 guys competing for 4 girls. These bitches could not be more ratchet. Dude, ass shaking, booty shaking, fucking niggas on the first. Dude, it is absolutely crazy. And so what I think but here's the difference between now and then. Today's women, thanks to the internet and social media, the dating world is flat. Today's women don't know. They have no idea that there are a lot more of them than there are of us. You understand? Yeah. Listen, you can take the baddest Instagram thought you've ever seen. I can promise you there are a lot more of that bitch than there are of a Donovan Sharpe or an definitely. EO. This is why girls are not well behaved, because they are under the impression that there are high value guys for everybody. They're basing their sexual market value on attention that they get from low value guys and thinking that it transfers to high value guys, ergo the terrible behavior. What are your thoughts on that?
No, I mean, I completely agree. And here's the other problem with that, too, being that there's far less men like us and there's herds of women like that. Oh my God. Is that once they meet men like us and they experience the standard.
Yes.
that motherfucker can't handle it, bro. You're gonna. I mean, she's not gonna handle it. It's gonna hurt her ego way too much.
Oh my
She's
God.
used to getting things. She's used to getting things like this from simps. She's like, gosh, like I have to give up so much of this identity that I formed, although it's a synthetic bullshit identity.
There you go.
But at the same time, she's like, I gotta give all this up for this man. But look. At the end of the day, we're not going to settle for no ratchet bitch that doesn't bring value. It's just as simple as that. We're not going to do it. So that's why I teach men to be okay by yourself, because in today's society, the majority of these women don't bring any value. If they do bring value, it's because now the pressure is on. They're getting a little bit older. They might have a kid or a messy past. So they're trying to clean it up in the seventh inning. Okay. And so, it's like the seventh inning stretch. So it's like, she's trying to fucking
trying to go to the bullpen, man.
She's bringing in the relief pitching, man. Right. So it's like, but us as men, we're like, yo, we've been working all our lives to get our shit in order. Yeah. I mean, I see the effort you're putting in, but you're not it. And it's a bummer. So that's why I teach men. It's like, be extremely selective. And the only way you're going to be this selective is if you start off early, building your foundation, make your money, make sure you're secure financially, secure mentally, emotionally. Go to seminars like the CME.
Yes.
Go invest. Go for 3 days and meet men like us and experience what that's like. You go home with fucking new standards you didn't even have before you left.
Dude, real talk.
And then when you meet women, you're like, you know what, baby girl, you got a cute face, but you're just simply not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this, this, and this. And currently you're showing me that, and that, and I'm not interested in that. And if you talk to a woman like that, she's got two options. She can flee and go back to the fucking wilderness where she has no future.
That's right.
Or she can rise to the occasion and become that bitch you want her to be.
Damn. Dude, Coach EO dropping that elite level game. Guys, the phone lines are open. 516-387-1987. Again, that is 516-387-1987. Welcome to my Instagram audience. You guys can call in too. 516-387-1987. We are talking about being a leader as a man in your relationship. So I'm going to divert, and we'll get back to what we were talking about in just a little bit. But it is time to put this to a we're gonna put this to a vote here. So I based Devin's outfits for the night strictly on the heels. I don't have her wearing some like neon heels and then like a red something. No, everything's got to be coordinated. So I'm gonna give you guys 5 choices tonight. I'm gonna give you guys 5 choices tonight. If you are on Sharpe Stream, if you are a Sharpe Stream member, number 1. And if you're a Sharpe Stream member, you're a chatter on YouTube, you have a vote. You can also call in and vote as well. Yes, I did get her hair done today. Yeah, dude. Give her the listen. And again, this is what I don't do stuff for my woman just for no reason. I didn't say, David, I'm gonna take you out to dinner to get your hair done just because. Nope. She provided me value, so I provided her value. Dude, Devin has 3 or 4 Coach bags. She's got all sorts of designer clothes. Trust me when I tell you, she has earned every thread she has ever gotten from me 10 times over. And she actually earns it. It's not even with this. Dev wanted to put it on the poll, since it's limited to 4 choices. Oh yeah, I guess we can put it on the poll. All right, so let's see, 4 choices. All right, I can narrow this down. I'm going to give you guys 4 choices. Choice number one, and these are all stiletto heels. Choice number 1, the pink. The pink stiletto. These are all 6-inch heels. Believe it or not, EO, Dev is actually getting pretty damn good at walking in these motherfuckers. I might have to make them higher so she can't run away. Number 2, of course, I alluded to this earlier, the open-toed neon. Neon, that is choice number 2. Yeah. Nice and high. Choice number 3, it's actually a newer pair. We've got some black suede with the sparklies on the bottom with the ankle strap. Big fan of that. Okay. Or choice number 4. Now this is a little bit. It's kind of a pinup type of deal. Yeah, that's right. We've got the blue with the white polka dots. These are pinup style. These are pinup style heels. And so those are your choices. You can go with pink, neon, black and silver, or blue with the white polka dots. Make sure you guys vote either in the Sharpe Stream chat or you can vote on the poll after Devin posted. Okay, so let's get back to
that last pair had kind of a Dukes of Hazzard kind of vibe to it.
And here's the thing. I was actually thinking
some Daisy Dukes.
Well, see, listen, and Dev looks damn good in some really nice shorts. The problem is I like it open. I like easy access. Like, I'm not trying to take any. I'm trying to just lift it up and get it in. So I don't know, maybe like a jean skirt. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get her a jean skirt, and then I'm gonna get her a Dukes of Hazzard shirt. I'm gonna cut off the bottom. She'll have the Dixie flag or tits are sticking out, and all of a sudden we've got Daisy Dukes. We got Daisy.
There you go.
All right, there we go. There we go. She's even got the blonde hair. Okay, so the poll is open, as are the phone lines. 516-387-1987. Okay, so EO, talk about what you feel like is the most important element when it comes to a man leading a relationship. If somebody says, Everett, I understand, I got to lead the relationship, what's the first thing that I need to drill into my head?
Every situation, you have to have a part in it. Okay, the biggest part. Every situation, from the smallest thing to even like when you go buy appliances, like I'm talking about you're in a relationship now. Okay, forget about the dating phase. Hopefully you've done everything we said, which was date long, qualify, make sure you shit test her. Forget about being fearful of her shit tests.
Yes.
You put her in positions for her to reveal herself to you. And then so, that's how I roll. Fuck her shit tests. It doesn't mean anything. So let's just say, for example, it's been 12 months. Things have been a little rocky at first because of the acclimating to the new system. Okay. But by the time 4 or 5 months came, she's starting to get it, and things are getting smoother. Okay. Every single situation the man has to be part of. I made a video the other day. You have to be in the power position in every situation. So you're not telling her to make a call, although if you've trained her how to make calls, like for example, a call center, they give you a script. They don't just say, hey, get on the phone and call and try to get leads. They're like, no, there is a system here.
Yes.
There is a call list.
Yes.
You need to follow this script to the T.
That's right.
Okay, once we see you get comfortable, if we feel confident that you can kind of go off script a little bit and make it your own, although you're delivering the same message and you're getting deals, we'll be happy with that because we trust you. So it's the same thing. Just like any job, they're going to have a system. Coaching, training, and then so everything you supervise, every little thing has to be supervised by the man. I mean, everything.
Right.
It's like every transaction. She wants a new phone. You got to make sure there's a warranted reason for that. It can't just be, I want the new iPhone. It's like, okay, what's wrong with yours? Let me take a look at your phone. Seems to be functioning fine. We're not getting a new phone yet. It doesn't make sense for you to get a new phone right now. Plus, we still owe money on that phone.
There you go.
You just got that phone a year ago. You're not going to get just because the new one came out. We don't do things like that here. She better have that phone for 3-4 fucking years.
Straight up.
Okay. And once iPhone has decided because of their built-in technology that they've had this phone too long, the thing's overheating, it's dropping calls. Okay, now we can maybe go get a new phone. So you have to be in charge. You have to decide yes or no, or wait. Sometimes you tell a woman, hey, now's not the time. I'm not saying no, but now's not the time. You have to be running everything with being concise.
Yes.
And no what ifs, no maybes. If you say wait, now's not. Man. Yeah, it's either yes, no, or we'll revisit this in a few weeks.
There you go.
Now's not the time. So you never want to say maybe. I don't know. What do you think?
My God.
It's gotta be. This is what we're doing. This is why we're doing it, and that's it. And then she'll get used to that, and then she'll begin to trust you. Another thing, I talked the other day, which a lot of guys probably had a problem with, about being predictable as a man, how attractive that is in a relationship. I already know that your girl, Devin, can predict what the fuck you're going to say and do by now.
Yes, she can.
Okay, now, of course, because you're a man of your word.
That's right.
You're a man of your word. You're a man of action. If you say you're going to do something, you do it. That's what I teach. So she can predict that exactly who I am because I am who I am all the time. A lot of guys aim to be unpredictable because they feel like that's going to be attractive. Maybe in the dating phase, a little bit of that is fun, okay? Yes. But once you get into, all right, that she's been campaigning, she wants to be my wife, she wants to be my girl, whatever. Okay, now it's time to be predictable, okay? Remember, being predictable doesn't mean you're a simp or a beta male cuck provider, which one guy left a comment and said, well, if you're predictable, then you must be a cuck. Oh, fuck no. Christ. Do you know how sexy it is for a woman to know that if she fucks up, she's hitting the bricks?
Straight up. Now, listen.
She can predict that. That's what I'm saying. She predicts based on the way you are every single day in every situation that if I fuck up, I'm gone. That's very sexy.
I think... and when you say predictable, you're 100% right. What you're talking about is you need to have predictable habits, right?
Yes.
Like EO is not telling you be the same guy, do the same thing every day.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You're going to be unpredictable in what you do and what you say, but your habits need to be predictable, okay?
Yes.
I am very predictable in that I wake up every day before Devin does. I work out every day. I'm in the studio longer than I need to be. If something needs to get paid, it gets paid. If she does right by me, I do right by her. That is as predictable as it comes. Now, when it comes to what I do for her, now that can be unpredictable. I'll be like, you know what? Let's go to Six Flags, or let's go to Chuck E. Cheese and carve out on pizza and play video games. Stuff like that. That's the kind of predictability. That's the kind of unpredictability women like in terms of, and I agree with you, the dating phase, but your habits need to be very predictable, and predictable really is another word for reliable. She needs to know shit gets paid on time. Like I remember when I first started dating Dev, she used to have, she had a car payment. She's like, okay, well, I need to make a car payment, but I think I can wait till next week. And I said, well, when is it due? She says, well, it's due today. I said, then pay the car note today. And she says, oh, bossy, are we? I said, I'm direct. I said, pay the car note and send me a screen grab of the verification. That's when she knew I was about my shit. I didn't know her from Adam. She didn't know me from whoever, but she understood that I understood very clearly how important your financial reputation is to you as a person. I think a lot of guys need to take a page out of that. Any last thoughts before we go to
a guy's got to be more observant too. It's like when we talked about being unpredictable in the rewarding phase. Let's say, for example, you're doing something, but you're always observing like what your girl's doing. Like you're working, but you're looking to the side and like just observing. Okay, you can't be like just completely zoned in and you're like forgetting about everything else. Like you have to be able to like manage everything that's going on to some degree. So let's say you see her reading a magazine and she's like, like you hear her like, oh, I really like that. Okay, now you can go and look at what that was. Hey, what were you just looking at? And she's like, oh, I was just looking at this item right here. I really want to try this. And say, oh, okay. And like you go buy that for her. Mm. Okay, like let's say she's due for a reward.
Yeah.
There's some makeup or something she was looking at. You buy it for her. Okay, right. and she's not expecting it. There's a Sephora box waiting for her when she gets home, and she's like, "Oh, what's that?" And like, "Hey, that that makeup you were looking at? Well, it's in that Sephora box. That's your reward for doing well for me this week, or whatever. Like however you want to word that.
I'm with you.
But that's how you got to do it. That's also those quote surprises that women seem to like is when she didn't think you were going to do it. It didn't even cross her mind that you were really kind of qualifying that moment to see what she was looking at.
Women love
and then
that
you logged it and then went and got it. That's when women are very, very attracted to that sort of thing too.
Dude, they eat that shit up. I'm gonna leave the poll open until we are finished with Carlos in Chicago. You need to vote. There's 81 votes. I got 334 watching now. Hot pink, neon peep toe, the black suede sparkly bottom, or the blue with the white polka dots. After we vote on that, after we decide on that, then I'll break out the sexy teddies based on the heels that we have. I'll have you guys vote on that. So you guys are going to dress Devin. I am going to undress her, mostly. Okay, let's go to Carlos in Chicago. Carlos, you are on live with Donovan and EO. Go ahead.
What's going on, Donovan? What's going on, Coach? How are you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
Hey, what's up?
I'm good. I got a two-part question. One, I've been in a long-term kind of relationship for about 3 years with my woman now. I noticed like a lot of times I'm controlling the situation. I'm the assertive guy. I take control of everything, and she respects me and everything. So, a lot of times, like, she'll like, let me lead, but when she's around other people, her friends or her family, she likes to show a little bit to take charge.
Ooh,
and
yep.
I think it was my fault because over time I kind of just let it slide because I'm like, you know what? When it comes to it, I'm the man. I already know. She comes to me. She bows down to me. So I kind of like let that slide, and I see it kind of like bothering me in the long run. Like I'm like, wow, like I let this slide. And a second part, fitness too. Like I've made fitness kind of like my own thing. Not like I never included my woman in fitness because me, I like to lift weights and enjoy myself. Decompress and not be at the house and just enjoy myself at the gym and whatever. And slowly over time she's gained weight, and I'm looking at her old pictures even like 2 years ago. I'm like, damn, she looked so sexy 2 years ago. Now I mean, she's okay, but she's gained weight. And I never kind of established fitness as a part of our relationship. Like, you need to work out, you need to eat this, you need to eat that, instead of being a slob and just living however. I never established that in the beginning, and it's a little problematic. So can you help me out with that a little bit?
Yeah, absolutely. So if just let me make sure I'm understanding you correctly. So on your first question, you're take charge until, of course, you get around her family and then she takes charge. Is that correct?
Woo! I can't wait.
Yeah, I wouldn't say completely takes charge. But
yes, but she takes the reins a little bit more. Yeah. She takes the reins a little bit more. Okay, EO, what you got on that, man?
All right, so women wear like 3 different masks, and really we all do. I mean, to some degree. I mean, sure. you want to limit that, but there's like a business mask, there's a family mask, friends and family mask, and then a societal mask, and then there's like the underneath, like the real you. So I'm going to say this to you, and I have no regrets of saying this. SNO. She one time early on, she was at her house, she was with her family, and she said something to me in a way I didn't appreciate, and I called her a cunt right in front of her dad.
Wow. And
her dad heard it, and I didn't give a fuck. I was just like, hey, what the fuck? You being like a cunt right now, right? Like I swear to God, I said it right in front of her dad. What's her dad gonna do? What are you gonna do? Like not that I'm looking to fight her dad, but sure. What the fuck you gonna do? I'm a grown ass man. I don't let a bitch fucking disrespect me. So like, here's the problem. You guys got to check it right when it happens.
Real talk.
Not next week, not after you call Donovan Sharpe, and shout out to this caller, but you got to do it right there. It's not going to matter after the fact. It's not a coachable moment at that point. I'm going to be honest with you. I'll tell a woman exactly what I want to say, and if she don't like it, she can leave.
That's right.
And so and I'm just going to, I called her a cunt. Hey, what the fuck? You being a cunt right now? And she was like, my dad heard you. I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't
probably agreed.
That's his problem. As a matter of fact, I blame him for you being a cunt.
So
like he should have done a better job. And shout out to her dad. I like her dad and stuff. I respect her father. But hey, I'm gonna do what I gotta do because I'm a man and this is my life, and I'm not tolerating any disrespect from anyone. So I'm not telling you to call your girl a cunt. What I am telling you to do is have the balls to check her in front of the people you're with. Right. I don't give a fuck what they think. At the end of the day, this is your life, and you must be respected, okay? And if you're being disrespected, you need to check her right then and there. I don't give a fuck if she goes in the bathroom and cries. I don't care if her friends look at you like you're crazy. I don't care. You got to check her, okay? The second thing is I do blame you.
Yep.
If you're like in shape, I blame you for both things, but I blame you in a way that that's not harsh. I blame you because I want you to do better. So when you say that you're working out, you're eating healthy, I mean, like, really, like, if what is it, like she's putting fucking chicken tenders in the oven and you're eating salmon? Like, what's going on here? It's like what you eat, she should eat.
Right.
Okay. How you think, she should think. How your mission is her mission. So so I blame you. That's leading the relationship. Is like how you live is how the woman is going to live. So if you're eating salmon and broccoli and getting up to go for walks at 5 a.m. with the dog, then you need to be waking her up and going shopping with her and say, hey, we're getting new fitness clothes. We're going to get up in the morning. We're going to have our coffee, and then we're going to go for a walk. And then maybe we might even hit the gym for 20 minutes before we go to work or whatever. So it's your responsibility to guide her where you are going. There is no I'm going here and she's going here. That'll never work. It's got to be we're both going in this direction.
Excellent. Sin in Idaho, you're coming up next, and then Paul from LA. I'm going to be honest with you, Carlos. Your relationship is over. It's over. The reason why it's over, and how long have you been with her? 2 years now?
About 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years. Yeah, your relationship is over because at this point she's either going to get so fat you don't want to fuck her anymore, or you're just going to end up leaving her, or she's going to end up leaving because you are trying to place standards upon her. Now, here's the thing: I'm not going to be too hard on you because I mean, a lot of us find this kind of content when we're in relationships. But what EO said is 100% facts. You must set the standard from the jump. Devin knew. I didn't even have to tell her. She already knew from the jump. Bitch, you get fat, you're gone. Like, she knows that. She knows that to be true. That's not even arguable. Back to your first question. Women will certainly test you. And by the way, the black suede sparkly bottom is in the lead, 35%, hot pink at 29%. So if you want to wear the hot pink, jump in there and vote, guys. What women will do is, and a lot of guys can pass shit tests when they're by themselves with their women, right?
Yeah.
She gets out of pocket in private, you're ready to check her. Where the real test happens is when she gets out of pocket in public, and you have to check her. You must check her no less than 100% of the time in public. If you let it go even one time, that's on you, player. I'll tell you a quick story. Yeah. Devin and I think, had just flown in from Miami. And, she was, maybe it was that time of the month. We were both tired. It was a very, very long weekend. And so we land back here in Philly, and we get to the baggage claim. I take all the bags out, blah, 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 and we're walking. I get halfway up the escalator. I know exactly where we're parking. I get halfway up the escalator. Devin calls out to me. She says, "Hey, Donovan, you're going the wrong way." Now, my hands got white fucking hot. We're in an airport full of people. I can't air her out in an airport. So I said just as loudly, "You go the way you want to go, I'll go the way I want to go, and I'll meet you at the car." True to form, she followed me up the escalator. I took us right to our vehicle. When we got to our vehicle, opening up the car, I said, "Let me tell you something." I said, and there were people walking in the parking deck. I said, don't you ever challenge my authority in public like that again. I said, don't you ever do that again. Dude, she cowered, blah, 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 blah. The people walking by, they didn't say shit. Dude, fuck what you heard, man. They don't know shit. Listen, I'm telling you, women will test you. If you can't, women think that you can't check them in public, because a lot of guys can be all big and tough in their own environment, but then when you get out in the real world, now all of a sudden, now he wants to shrink. Why? Because he's afraid of what the world is going to think. Fuck what the world thinks, man. Fuck what the world thinks. Dude, I've checked other girlfriends before, and somebody will be looking in my directions. What, you got something to say? You're going to get fucked up for her? They just look the other way. Dude, listen, you're not breaking any laws by cussing somebody out, okay? You have to check, and when you're new to this, it's not easy to do, but you must check it. As far as the weight stuff is concerned, it's a wrap. There's no way. I have never in the history of humanity has there ever been a guy who has a girlfriend for 3 years, she's gained weight the entire time, he lays down an edict and she loses weight and gets back down to the weight that she was before. Carlos, it never happens, okay? So what's going to have to happen? You're going to have to leave her ass. That's what's going to have to happen. If you want your girlfriend to leave, you're going to have to leave her. You got to be the first to leave her. Leave her, go fuck other bitches. Guess what? She'll be motivated to lose weight then, won't she?
Yeah, she will.
It's not easy what I'm telling you to do, but I'm telling you right now, Carlos, she is not going to lose weight for you unless you leave her. Those are the facts. Those are the facts, man.
Hey, let me tell this guy a quick story. When I was married, I did something that, and I was young yet, trying to like learn and shit. But it was like Thanksgiving. I was married at the time, and her family was over our house, and I was cutting the turkey. We spent all day cooking and shit, like getting things prepared. So I'm cutting the turkey. we're serving guests. And then and how I grew up was, my mother is a Greek woman, so she puts women to work. She's like, hey, we're not gonna have any women around here not doing anything.
Right.
Okay. And that's where I got it from in a lot of ways too. Yeah. So I remember looking at all her family sitting around, drinking, laughing. None of these motherfucking bitches were like putting their plates in the fucking sink, throwing garbage away. No one was contributing to my ex-wife cleaning up the house. And I said, whoa. I said, I never seen so many fucking lazy women in my life. I said this to all the women in front of their husbands. I said, hey, we spent all day cooking and preparing and shit. Like, you guys got to get up and help my wife. I was like, hey, I want to see you guys fucking contributing. And one thing that my ex-wife did was she kind of like resisted what I said. She was like, oh, no, they don't have to help. And I looked at her like, hey, if I fucking say something,
oh my God,
you support that shit. You support. That's another thing, guys. Your women better support what the fuck you say. Dude. Even if it's fucking mean or whatever. I don't care what it is.
Yo,
if
I
it's
just
mean,
got mad, man.
She
like,
better support it.
I got mad.
Right. So and I looked at her like, hey, I'm over here fucking looking out after you. We spent all day. We went grocery shopping and all the shit. I was like, these bitches better get the fuck up and fucking help you. And after that, they can go back to drinking and laughing and thinking there's some fucking party over here. And so that's how I look at it. It's like, if you're going to marry a woman, you're going to marry her lazy friends too. So that's another thing. You better be coaching her to get her fucking friends to do some work when they come over the house.
Yeah, y'all ain't come
like,
over.
I'll have my girl and all her friends working over here.
Dude, I like that. I'm going to tell you what, man. It's like I bristled. I don't think Dev's ever done that. I don't think I've ever said something to somebody and she says, well, Donovan, maybe we should blah, 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 blah. Because all I'd have to do is just be like, I'm sorry. What was that? Yeah, I didn't think so. Like, dude, oh my, see, when you said it, that's the kind of stuff that pisses me off, man. Holy shit. Okay, we are going to go. By the way, the winner, before we go to Sin in Idaho, the winner are the Suede and Sparklies. Suede and Sparklies. So,
nice.
so now I'm gonna break out the teddies. I'm gonna break out the teddies that are going to, that go with the Sparkly and the Suede. And I will have you guys vote on that. Let's go to Sin. Let's go to Sin in Idaho, who says he's knocked up a married chick. Sin, fam, say it ain't so.
Hey, what's going on with y'all, man?
What's up, bro?
Salute to you, Coach EO. Salute.
Hey, what's up, bro?
All right, man. So me as a man, you know what I'm saying? I'm 21, by the way.
Okay.
So I understand what I did and everything, and I'm not mad. I'm not upset. I just understand that I got to do what I must do without any type of complaints. So financially, everything I won't have to worry. I'm not going to worry about anything financially. All that to be taken care of. So the female that I'm dealing with or was dealing with, I cut her off. You know what I'm saying? We was dealing with each other on and off for like 8 months. She respected me. Whenever I would walk, she walks behind me. She never walked in front of me. If we were out eating or something like that, after I say grace, she would never pick up a spoon or a fork and eat until I got my first bite. Pretty much what I'm saying is she really respected me. We never argued before, like none of that.
Is
like,
this the married chick or a chick you're just smashing?
That's what I say. You're doing a lot with a married chick.
This with the married chick?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I was just, pretty much giving her what she earned.
Hold
man,
on,
you know
is she
what I'm
married
saying?
to you?
I said no. She wasn't married to me. She's married.
Okay,
to
I mean, it sounded like you were doing. It sounded like you were kind of her husband. But go ahead, my bad. I'm not trying to be funny.
Right.
I was like, wait a minute, just like you said,
man.
like that's an
I gave her
awful
what
lot.
she
But I
earned.
had to make sure.
No, I just gave her what she earned. There was other females in the picture, but I just gave her what she earned. But anyways, so I just want to ask you guys, what do I do in this situation? I haven't touched her since, because let me go back. So I cut her off for like a month. The last time we had sex was like a month ago. And I'm like, man, I don't have time for females. I'm young. Let me go ahead and focus on my life and everything. And then out of nowhere, an unknown number hits me up. Hey, let me talk to you. I need to talk to you. It's very important. So 9 times out of 10, it's her. So I called it. It was her. She said, we need to talk. Okay, cool. Fast forward. She hit me with 2 pregnancy tests, both of them saying positive. So I'm like, all right, cool. I haven't touched you. I wasn't focused on like any females. I'm abstaining and everything to focus on being my best version. And next thing you know, I'm like, dang, now I have to put all the rest of this stuff on hold. I'm not mad, but
hold up, Sin. Hold up.
Yes, sir.
So a married woman told you she was pregnant, and you're assuming the kid is yours.
Right. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, so this is the thing. So I'm going to get a DNA test.
There you go. Okay.
To make sure.
Bet.
To make sure.
Okay.
But if it is mine, I wanted to ask you guys, how do I go on with this with dealing with her? You know, the fact that she has my child. If it is my child, how would you lead? I mean, what information would you give me about going on with this situation here?
Oh wow.
Dealing with
is she still living with her husband?
Yeah.
Nah, actually, they're separated.
Oh wow. So they live in
Well,
separate.
Yeah. Sorry, but go ahead. Go ahead, Donovan.
So they're not like living in the same household. They're both separated. They're both pretty much. She wants to get divorced, but it's still married. Pretty much titled.
Damn,
She's still
man.
married.
Dude. Oh.
You know what? Let me ask this guy a couple questions.
Go ahead,
How old is this female, brother?
She's 23.
Okay, so she got married young. All right, and why are they divorcing or why are they separated? Do you know?
Yeah, so pretty much, she ended up cheating on her dude for me, and I ended up finding out that she was married.
All right, so you didn't know at first, is what you're saying? You didn't know, or you did know?
No, I didn't know it. I didn't know at first. So like the submissiveness.
All right. Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this. Okay, if she cheated on her husband, she's gonna cheat on you. She may cheat on you. Okay, there's a lot. It's very possible that she will cheat on you. Now it's a possibility she may not either. Okay, if you're running your shit good, look, people sometimes get married young and they just decide like, oh, this ain't the motherfucker I should have married, and then they meet somebody that's dope to them, and they may be faithful to you. So again, you have to be leading every facet of the situation. Now, let me ask you this: could you see a future with this woman if, in fact, that baby is yours? If she gets a divorce, and do you see a future with her?
No, sir. You don't turn a hoe into a housewife.
Oh, all right, cool. That's the answer
all right. So that was a very definitive answer. So the only answer to this is make sure that baby's yours, because there's a great chance it's not. There's a chance it's not, because she's already married and she doing some stupid shit. So make sure the baby's yours. If it's yours, then just handle your business with the baby, and that's it. I mean, you're gonna have to do that. You lay down and a baby's formed, and you got to take care of your responsibilities. That is if she decides to keep the baby and stuff like that. But that's your only option. If you don't see a future with her, then just take care of your responsibilities and move forward. But guys, listen to me. When you're young, please strap up and pull out, even with the condom on, pull out. I really mean this. Like, when I was young, man, I used to fuck broads with 2 condoms on sometimes. I remember one time I got head with a condom on, bro. I had a this is no joke. I swear to God, I put a non-lubricated condom on and was like, hey, go on ahead and blow that. And she did it, man. So I'm telling you guys, man, please strap up. And when you're going to bust, still pull out. I'd rather you come all YouTube chill. I'd rather you come all over her fucking titties and her face than in her pussy.
Real talk. Here's my piece of advice. Here's my advice, Sin. Do not wife this bitch. Don't get with her. Don't get in a relationship with her. Dude, she's already proven herself to be irresponsible. And listen, we can't expect much from 23-year-old girls anyway, right? But you already know off rip, she doesn't take like, dude. She threw away. It's not like she cheated on her boyfriend. The bitch cheated on her husband, right? If she cheats on her husband, she of course she's gonna cheat on the baby daddy. Yeah, man. Make sure the kid is look, fam. Make sure the kid is yours. If the kid is yours, do what you got to do and be the fuck up out of there. That's my advice, man.
Yep.
And just don't talk to her unless you deal with the child. That's just pretty much.
Hell yes. Make sure the kid is yours.
All right.
That's it.
All right, that's all I need to know then, man. I appreciate you guys. Y'all keep doing what y'all doing. And guys listening, strap up.
Strap up.
Strap up.
Strap up.
Thanks, man.
Do not commit.
Strap up and pull out.
Yo.
Now, strapping up ain't enough. Y'all be busting nuts in condoms. Those shit breaks. Those shits break. You gotta put a condom on and pull out and nut. I'm telling you guys.
Dude,
gotta do it. I did it in my 20s all the time. Wait,
what'd you say?
Women used to think I was crazy. They're like, damn, you got a condom on. Like, you sure you don't want to bust in me? I'm like, nope.
What the fuck are you talking about? You want to know me for 16 years, bitch? Fuck no. Fuck no.
I swear women used to tell me that.
God damn. Jesus Christ. Boy, that kid was listen, good luck to you, Sin. Good luck to you, Sin. Okay, before we go to Paul in L.A., I got another poll for you guys to vote on. So I got 3 different outfits. So we got these are the heels Dev is wearing tonight. And all of these heels, she's worn these before. None of these heels look worn because they're either pointed at the ceiling or the wall. Here is I mean, that's just facts. So here is outfit number 1, 100% see-through. She's got nice big tatas. This is the front. And all of these are kind of pretty much the same. It's just really the color. She's got nice big tits. She still wants a boob job, whatever. That's option number 1. Option number 2, this one is actually really cool because really all it kind of is, it's just kind of it's just kind of a cover thing, right? So let me look. Wait till you see this. This is crazy. So basically, this is easy access, right? This is the front right here. Here are the sides. The sides have slits in them. So it see, it opens all the way up.
Nice,
right?
nice.
So, dude, I'm seeing leg, I'm seeing panties, I'm seeing ass. That's the first one. So white, red. Then I have a black one that's exactly the same. So red, white, or black. Devin, put it on the poll. Red, white, or black. You guys dress her. I undress her. That's how we do here at TSR Towers on a Saturday night. Before we go to Paul in LA, man, and dude, Jap is 100% on point with this. You heard my keynote speech, and I don't want to give too much away about my keynote speech, but I always tell guys, the number one reason why I am where I am, listen, man, my drive and determination, knowledge, all that certainly factored in. But the reason that I've been able to make all the mistakes, committing to the wrong women, paying bills for women, dude, getting arrested 24 times, multiple time convicted felon, the reason I'm still successful, the reason why I was able to still be successful is because I don't have any children. Dude, I can't imagine what my life would be like if I had had children with my ex-wife or had a kid with Amy. Like, my life would be an abject disaster. EO, your life is awesome in large part because you don't have any illegitimate kids. Listen, man,
Yes.
talk to these young bloods about what's really going on out here, man.
Look, if you don't want any children, you can get a partial vasectomy or vasectomy.
There you go.
My best friend got a vasectomy, man. He's like, I never want children. I'm not a kids kind of guy, and I want to bust nuts and chicks and not worry about it. That's what he told me.
Okay.
And I was like, hey, respect to you. He doesn't have any children. He's married. He fucks his girl, busts nuts in her, and doesn't have to worry about it. She never gets pregnant. So look, the bottom line is, if you don't make a decision. If you don't want to have kids, you're like, I'm not the kids kind of dude, then just get a vasectomy, man. I mean, I really do mean that. I think you can get a partial too and then reverse it later if you want to. I think that is a possibility. So that's another thing. You're like, hey, right now I don't want to risk it. I'm gonna get a partial vasectomy. If you get married down the road and you want to have children, you can reverse that. So that's just one thing I'm gonna tell you. But yeah, if you have kids with a woman and there was no commitment, there was no it wasn't done in phases where there was dating, then a relationship. She had to campaign for that. Then you qualified her for marriage. I don't advocate having children outside of wedlock. That's also something I don't push. Right. Do not have any kids outside of wedlock. And so, and here's the thing, guys, you got to stop being simps for this pussy, man. I mean, I'm telling you, you guys want pussy too much. And that's turning you into a bitch. And because pussy's turning you into a bitch, you're getting emotional and you're making foolish decisions. So a man is always thinking long term. We're never thinking short term right now. We're thinking long term. Like, all right, if I fuck this girl without a condom. Look, I fucked girls without a condom, but I was pulling out like every 30 seconds and shit, squeezing it to the top. I was.
You ain't getting the pre-cum neither. Fuck
if you're going to fuck without a condom, there's an art to doing that shit. It's just a risk. You got to pull out like every 60 pumps, pull that motherfucker out, pull it to the front, get that pre-cum off, make her lick it off.
Yes, sir.
And go. I'm telling you, man, there's an art to doing that too, but I don't recommend it. Think long term.
Yes, make her eat the clear pearls.
Yes.
Make her eat the clear pearls. Right now, the black slip is in the lead, 55 votes. I'm going to close the poll once we are finished with Paul in L.A. So, Paul in L.A., you've got a question about being a younger guy dating an older woman.
Hello?
Yes, Paul, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking my call.
Absolutely.
I really appreciate it. Yes, you guys are dropping gems just back and forth. I'm just taking it all in.
Good.
And, I look up to you guys. My question is concerning a woman I have been dealing with for coming on a year now. I'm young. I'm in my mid-20s.
How old are you?
And I work at
How old are
I'm
you?
26.
26, and she is?
26. She is 35. Okay?
No, how old is she really?
I don't see... Sorry?
How old is she really?
Tack on another 10 years.
Yeah, he hesitated, so that was a sign of deception. Are you telling me the truth?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
all right, okay. So you're 26, she's 35. Okay, go ahead.
And she's very attractive. She's fit. She's half Japanese, half Colombian.
Ooh,
big
wow.
old rack, nice booties, clear skin, very smooth, long hair.
What's that ass look like? Is the ass tight?
She's in her late 20s. Okay? Great genetics. And I'm a tall guy. I'm 6'4". I'm in the gym. I do my thing. My question is leadership, right? She has 10 years of experience of life ahead of me. I work at a high-profile firm, and she also, when she was my age, she worked at a high-profile firm. So I find myself asking questions towards her concerning, career-related things, emails, going over, email templates, like various, professional concerns. I'll, swing it by her. And what I don't want to do is start relying on her as, a focal point for like she's my mom or something, but I do want her to input every once in a while on what I'm doing professionally. I think she's very helpful with that.
Let me ask you this before...
there's a balance there that I'm trying to strike.
No, I'm with you. Let me ask you... Hold on, real quick. Let me ask you this before EO gets in on this. What do you feel is more valuable? Her vagina or her knowledge?
Her knowledge.
Okay. All right. EO, what do you have on this?
Her vagina, because I have sex with other girls. So it's like, the vagina is fine. I'm trying to get to a place where I'm trying to get like that rotation that you guys always talk about, so I'm trying to achieve this rotation, but she was just the first one in the rotation. So she's just been around the longest.
Are you fucking other girls?
I'm trying to, could you say that again?
Are you fucking other girls?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How many more?
Every once in a while. 2 right now, her and another girl. And then, another one will come in like randomly if I'm like out with the boys or something like that.
How often do you fuck the other girl?
So if I'm seeing her twice a week, I'll see the other girl once a week, and I'll have an off day, a couple off days just for myself.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. EO, what do you got on?
All right. Yeah. So I used to have this partner, man, that I used to roll with. I used to work with him. And we would always tell dudes, because we always mentor other younger guys that worked with us in sales. And dudes would always be coming up with these intricate, oh, she's great, she does this, she does that. Like, brother, you gonna marry this bitch? Like, what the fuck you telling us all this shit for? Like, you gonna marry this motherfucker or what? So my question is, like, dude, what's your end goal with this bitch? Do you have an end goal in mind?
Yeah, no, she's definitely gonna get dropped off because I do want kids. And, I don't think, it would be healthy for a woman her age to bring, like, a kid to term.
Yeah, that's a no-go,
still
obviously.
on the prowl for, like, a woman that I can, like, lock down for, the child's sake, for my legacy. But that's not going to happen for
at least another 10 years.
10 years.
Yes. Okay.
All right, now also let me tell you something. Like, stop being impressed by a woman's accolades, dude. Like, I don't care how long she's been, whatever degree she has, she's been running an office. I don't care what her position is. I don't care. That has nothing to do with me, and that's not impressive to me. I don't give a fuck what you do for a living, unless I can see there's a way that I could leverage what you do for a living for you to add value to my life. Like, other than that, like, for a woman to sit across from me and telling me about her accolades and her professional accomplishments, I'm gonna be like, hey, with all due respect, baby girl, good for you, but I ain't trying to hear all that. Like, because that has nothing to do with me, and I don't care unless you're breaking me off some paper, or I can take your skills and leverage it to benefit from it. I don't give a flying fuck about what you do. So I would tell you to stop asking her questions that you could ask a man. Ask Donovan Sharpe. Hire him for coaching. Let him maybe put you on some game. Ooh. Stop going to women for game. They can't teach you shit.
No.
Women can't teach you shit about being a man.
Nope.
You have to seek another man who is already steps ahead of you. Hire me, Donovan, and let us coach you. But stop reaching out to bitches for input or advice. She can never put you on game. You're supposed to be putting her on game.
Paul, let me ask you this. Is she a lawyer?
She's a designer, and so I'm an architect. So she worked in fashion for like Gucci. She worked on, Jay-Z's,
Who cares?
Like
dude. No. Check this out. Yeah. Listen, Paul. Look, man. Like, okay, it's great that she'd work for Jay-Z and shit. You're a fucking architect, fam. Any monkey could do her job, dude. You know what I'm saying? Here's another thing.
I do her job. I do her job.
Right. Here's another thing. Paul, did it ever occur to you that the reason she has this job is because maybe the way she looks? Right? Did it ever occur to you that the reason why she's in the same rooms with Jay-Z and has all this high-profile stuff is because she fucked the right dudes?
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There you go.
It was a thought. Yeah. It was definitely a thought of mine.
Of course not. But listen, I'm not being hard on you at all. You're a 26-year-old architect. I don't know any 26-year-old architects. I don't know any architects, right? You're a 26-year-old architect. She is probably a 39-year-old fashion designer. Does she have Instagram?
Yeah, she ain't shit.
She does.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let me ask you. You this. Hold on, Hold on. Don't be too hard on
My bad. All right. I gotta calm down. My bad.
Has she told you she loves you?
Yes.
Last question.
Yeah, she took off a lot of photos off Instagram. She's very respectful towards me when she introduces me to her friends. She's like, she respects me. Like I don't.
Hey, you're doing a lot of relationship stuff for a chick you don't have a future for.
You fucked it up.
Like you're doing a lot of relationship shit with a bitch you don't have a future for, dog.
Listen. I was just gonna say, Paul. My last question is: if I asked this girl if you were her boyfriend, what do you think she would tell me?
Yes. Yeah. No. Definitely.
Guess what, Paul?
Yeah, no, her.
Guess what, Paul? You're in a relationship.
What?
That's what this is.
Oh,
hold on. She thinks you're in a relationship, dude. Now, you might not know it, but she thinks you're in a relationship. You're doing relationship things with this woman. That's what's happening, and you've done this for a year. She tells you she loves you. Have you ever told her you loved her?
Yeah, he has.
I told her that I have love for her.
Oh my God, Paul!
I've never explicitly said I love you. I would say I got love for you, baby girl. Like keep it clean cut because
he hit her with that a thin line between love and hate. He hit her with that Martin Lawrence line.
My God! Hey, Paul, are you sure you're not capping? I mean, listen, you ain't got to lie to us, man, but. I think
we already know.
Yeah, no, I'm not lying.
Oh no!
I just recently, I had this situation where she wants me to go out on these date-like activities, and it would piss me off. Like I don't like going. She wants to go shopping. She wants to go to the beach. She wants to do all this stuff, and I go out. I see other girls. I'm trying to talk with other girls. I'm trying to finesse other girls, and just being with her, it would make my blood boil. To be totally honest with you. So it's I know I don't want to be exclusive towards her, but what I'm trying to do is
yeah, Paul,
your words are saying one thing, but your actions are showing
listen,
another
Paul,
thing, man.
Here's what you need to do. You need to break up with your girlfriend, okay? Your girlfriend is too old for you. She knows you. Listen, this 35-ish, she's probably closer to 39, maybe 40. She dates a 6'4" architect. Okay, and again, look, Ice Dragon Kid said it in the chat. He's young. He got caught up. Hey, listen, man. I'm not mad at you, man, because
Right.
I mean, I've dated good-looking girls in their 30s when I was in my 20s. Like, I mean, dude, like, you get wrapped up. It is what it is. But the fact of the matter is that you are in a relationship and you don't know it. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to break up with your girlfriend. That's what's going to have to happen. There's no leadership stuff involved because you've already deferred to her authority, and she doesn't have any authority. She draws pictures of fucking dresses and calls herself a designer. You're building fucking parking decks and skyscrapers. Fuck out of here, man.
Yeah. And Donovan is right. And remember, stop looking up to these women, bro. You called it and like looking up to her and shit. Like, stop looking up to women, bro. They're supposed to be looking up to you, okay? And here's another thing. You need to slide her a new contract. You need to create a new contract and just slide it over and say, all right, I did some thinking about our situation here, and I've decided on a couple of things, okay? There is no future for us, okay? You need to know that. But we can still see each other, okay? You meet somebody else, it's fine with me. Move on to that guy. If there's more security in the future there, by all means, you'll have my blessing. But as right now, we're gonna just be seeing each other casually, okay? We're not going to the beach, okay? We're not hanging out at fucking. Thank God it's Fridays, TGI Fridays every Friday night, like it's some sort of Friday ritual or some shit. Like, you guys are like dating, you're giving these women like relationship vibes and energy, and then you come and call us talking about, I don't want to be with her. Well, hey, a man gives women facts.
There's precious little evidence of you not wanting to be with her. I'm gonna leave you this one last thing, then we got to go to our last call, Jose in Fort Lauderdale. Paul, what you're gonna have to understand is when you break up with her, it's not gonna be easy. Okay, she is going to hit you with everything she's got. She's going to hate you. She's going to love you. She's going to hate to love you. Then she's going to love to hate you. This is going to be very, very messy for two reasons. Number one, she's old and you're not. Number two, she thinks she's your girlfriend.
Right.
Oh, man. She does, yeah. Definitely.
But that's your fault. That's not her fault. That's your fault. So just know that.
He's got to take accountability for that, man.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, I mean, shout out to Paul. At least he was honest to a point. But he was definitely, listen, and again, look, we've all been caught up, right? I've said I love you to some bitches that I knew that I should have never said I love you to. It is what it is. Yeah. It is what it is. And so the winner of the latest poll, by quite a landslide, the winner is the see-through white. So you guys voted on the see-through white. 47% of the votes. I have one last poll. This is the good one. I'm going to have you guys vote on 3 chokers. The first choker says slut. Choker number 1 is slut. Is that a $sign? Might be. Choker number 2, fuck toy. Choker number 2, fuck toy. Choker number 3, daisies. Just a standard choker, right? Maybe a good girl, bad girl kind of thing. Put it on the poll, Dev. Slut, fuck toy, or daisies.
Hey, maybe a bonus, Donovan. Your hands.
Oh my God! Yes, yes. But right. There you go. Exactly. You gotta get me kicked off YouTube.
I know, man. I gotta check.
Oh, this is good. Okay, let us go to Jose in Fort Lauderdale. Jose in Fort Lauderdale, you are on live. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on, Jose. I'm gonna put you back on pause. Dev just sent me. Bring that to me, Dev. Hold on. Before she puts it on the poll, she actually has another one that I totally forgot about. So bring that to me. Jose in Fort Lauderdale, you're on live with Donovan and EO. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, thanks for taking my call.
Of course.
Yeah, man, I've been watching your content, EO, YouTube Chill. That's hilarious, man. Great stuff. And Donovan, I just did 400 pounds today, so great inspiration.
Good. Good. If you read the comments, everyone says that I was using fake weights. My spine says otherwise, but go ahead.
Yeah, those guys that are saying it are 200 pounds and don't even do nothing,
of course
man.
Not.
Don't even let that affect you.
Yeah, fuck those guys.
But yeah, I've already reached out to Cobra Tate on this. He wants $8,000 for it. I'm not doing it. But what I'm looking to do is I got a girl willing to do the webcam business with me.
Ooh.
Okay, and I'm trying to convince her. She likes me a lot. I mean, she says she's in love with me. You know, I'm like whatever. But I met another girl. She's one of my plates I'm spinning. I got another girl who's bi. So she's open to it, and what I'm hearing is convince. I got 4 girls. In my rotation.
Yes,
I'm trying to convince them all to, let me, see who I got to see and screw who I want to screw, and I'm trying to get them in to start making some money. So what's the carrot that I get? What's the incentive?
Okay, so the reason why Cobra Tate, and by the way, you're in a good situation. The reason why Cobra Tate was able to do what he did is because he already had the carrot. Okay, prize fighter. He wasn't worth as much as he is now. He's worth approximately $30 million. He was worth like $1.5 million when he started this. So he already had, he already had a Lamborghini and he already had a mansion, right? At least in the beginning. What you're going to have to offer is you're going to have to offer them something that they can't get from somewhere else. The way Cobra Tate does it is he says, look, you give me all. I don't know what percentage there is, but you give me most of your money. You be a cam girl, OnlyFans, whatever the case may be. You get to live here with me in my mansion and take all kinds of cool pictures for Instagram. And he did that successfully for better than 4 years. If I were you, I would crawl before I walk. I would do this with one girl at a time. So what I would do, and maybe EO has another thought on this, but what I would do is I would proposition I'd proposition the girl who you feel would be the most open to it. After a few months of that, then you proposition the next girl and say, oh, by the way, a girl I'm seeing is kind of doing this too. Hopefully one of those girls is the switch hitter, right? But don't try to proposition all 4 girls at the same time because it's probably not going to work. You need to lock down. Listen, 1 in the hand is worth more than 2 in the bush. Lock down that first one, and then you can be off to the races. EO, what you got?
Yeah, I would recommend that you do this like as a business. Like
yes.
You mentioned earlier that the woman is in love with you. You definitely don't want women in love with you doing this. Okay? I don't recommend it. Now, could you have a woman that loves you do it? Sure. But I would rather present it as, hey, this is a business. This is your percentage. This is what you can expect to get out of this situation. This is what I'm going to get out of this situation. We'll run it for 6 months. We'll see where we're at the 6-month mark. Like I'm telling you, you got to run it like a business.
That's right.
Get your feelings out of it,
yeah, man.
And say, hey, this is the requirement. This is how you need to look. This is what we'll be doing. This is where the market is right now. We're going to be doing these particular things on camera. Sometimes you'll have a mask on. Sometimes you won't have a mask on, or I'll have a mask on, or you got to like present it from like every single detail. This is what we're doing. I don't recommend you do this with women that you've had relationships with or women that have feelings for you. It's not to say you can't do it, but I just don't recommend it. I'd rather you get a chick that you meet that's cool. You give her a proposal of this is what you'd like for the two of you to do. If she's down, you start like Donovan said, you start doing it with her, and then you get her to network for you.
There you go.
You get her to network for you. Hey, I'm making X amount of money. I'm doing this with this guy. You can trust him. He plays by the book. He takes care of us. He plays by the book. It's a lot of fun. He makes it fun for us, and so I think it's got to be one of those things where it's business and there's no feelings involved here.
Excellent. Good, very, very good advice. Thanks for calling. Pardon me. Thanks for calling in, Jose. So the fourth one that you guys probably did not see is one that said, yes, sir. I did not realize she had this one. It is a pink choker that says, yes, sir. So you can either have the slut in black fuck toy, which is my personal favorite, in black, yes, sir, in pink, or we can go with the daisies. I think the daisies would have gone really well with the polka dot heels, but that one came in last. You guys clearly want the bad girl thing going on here. I'll leave the poll open for just a few more minutes while we are giving our our closing thoughts. That's very interesting that he, and it's funny because I had not thought of the element that, hey, you probably shouldn't do this with a girl who has feelings for you. Why would you? Why do you think that is?
Well, because it might work in the beginning, but at some point, if there's other girls involved, if she's got feelings, jealousy can occur.
Oh, wow. Okay.
It's just not the best. It's not ideal. Can it work? It can work. However, I think that feelings need to be out of this.
Yeah.
You need to find a girl who's looking to do something like this, who's sexually free.
Yep.
Like sexually liberated, and she's like, "Yo, I'm all about this money and getting this cash apps and all this shit." And you got to find a chick like that, and then you bring her on, you show her how to do stuff, and then you run it as a business. There should not be any feelings here.
No, I totally agree. I totally
don't try to convert like a chick that's not sexually liberated.
Yes,
I mean, you got to find a chick that's down to do this. She's like,
you're
hey,
not gonna get that girl from Amish country. Hey, Amelia, would you like to? No, she's gonna be like, what in the world?
Right. You got to find a chick who's listening to Cardi B right now and jamming out to that shit. Like you got to find her. Okay.
You need to find a white girl bumping WAP.
That's right.
Megan Thee Stallion. And so the winner of the last poll is Slut. So this is what Dev will be wearing tonight. This is the yep. So you guys picked out a good lineup for your boy. Dev, if you're watching or listening, which you should be, go ahead and jump in the shower. We can't be having ass paste. I don't deal with ass paste. Listen, I make Dev take a shower. Listen, I always ask her, "Do you need to take a shower?" And she'll be like, "Yep." All right, go drag your ass in there and take a shower. I don't. If she does number 2, if you do number 2 since your last shower, jump back in that goddamn shower. That's the way that goes. EO, your final thoughts, man.
Well, it was a fun show tonight. It was good to be back to do our show. Guys, we do this every Saturday night, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Make sure you tune in. I'm Coach EO. Come on through to my channel. I have Killing the Simp series, which is extremely popular. I also do player tips. Also, I give guys who are younger some player tips, how to have that player vibe. And then also, third, we're starting the new Leading the Relationship series. So you kind of get everything all in one show. I'm also doing starting September 1st, Dress Like a Champion. So I'm going to be in suits. I'm going to be showing you guys how to rock suits, how to have business attire. There's a lot of other ideas that I'm going to be floating in, but I don't want to say too much because I want it to be a surprise. But a lot of great things on the horizon on my side. And follow me on Instagram, Coach EO, Coach EO _champion game. Also, real quick, Donovan, I have my book to my left here, my debut book, Cut the Bullshit.
Yes.
It's a great book if you like to read. It points you to yourself. And it helps you like do some introspection and really kind of diagnose some emotional problems or mental problems that you might be having. Like if you're having some struggles with your psychology, this book could maybe help clear some things up. And I also have a second book. I wrote an incredible chapter today. Second book coming out next month.
Damn, I was trying to get the title out of you. I couldn't get the title.
Out
last week. Uncle Guns with the $20 super chat says, "Absolute elite. Game does not get more watertight than this. Everyone should drop at least 5 for this gold salute." Appreciate that very much. Yeah, man. I think the show is gonna take off, man. This takes me back to my roots, dude. Cool. Talking about this stuff. It really, really, really does. What I'm gonna do for next week's show, I'm going to make sure I'm going to have all your graphics up there just like I do with the 7. I'll have everything in scrolling text where they can find you, your books and all that good stuff. And of course, we'll make sure and blow out the the new book coming up next.
I appreciate that, Don.
Absolutely, man. EO, as always, thanks for stopping in, and we'll see you next week, man.
Yes, sir. See you guys later.
Everett Overton, ladies and gentlemen. Everett Overton is the dude is rock solid. The dude is rock solid. He absolutely knows his stuff. And so shout out to him. Shout out to him for making an appearance. That's going to do it for this edition of Elite Level Game. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next week.